Oh, what's your user? What's your user?
I'll put it to that. I'll put it
not accepting. You say you're not accepting friend requests.
God
knows. Come on. No, it's God. Huh?
I'll talk to my little brother.
Oh.
Bro, Xavier, boy, you got a big old forehead, boy. You look like Patrick. Come on, make it on your big old skinny head ass. Oh, rounded girl head ass, boy.
You're the hot dog? You're the hot dog?
No, nigga, I'm the cook.
Wait, are you black?
Yes.
Alright.
Why you doing yoga?
Huh? Because I thought you was, random white dude. Alright, fine. Yeah, sure.
I bet I invite you.
Alright.
Oh, please tell me you got good internet.
I got good internet? Yeah, I got good internet.
Make party leader, bruh.
Huh?
Join my party.
Alright. Well, let me return the lobby real quick. Yo, hello?
Kamikaze defense mechanism that meets the eye. So put on some thick gloves and get ice ready, because we're about to take a pretty painful look into the secrets of bee stings.
Bee stings? Who is watching that?
Step-by-step sting. You might not want to admit it, but if you've ever been stung by a bee, it was probably your fault. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but in general, bees only sting humans if we approach their hives or threaten them with aggressive or reckless behavior. If a bee is hunting for pollen, they'll leave us alone, unless we handle them roughly or step on them. Now, you may have heard that all bees die after stinging. Well, actually, only the honeybee does. When any bee stings you, it simply inserts its stinger into your skin. In the case of honeybees, however, their stinger is made of two barbed lancets, giving it rougher edges that can act as tiny hooks. Because of these lancets, when a honeybee inserts its stinger into the skin, it can't pull the stinger back out. That doesn't stop the honeybee from trying. The second they try to take off, not only is their stinger pulled out, but the muscles, nerves, and parts of their digestive system attached to it are torn out of their backside as well. It's a nasty way to go if you ask me, but there's an even more tragic element to it. When honeybees sting insects, as they often do when bugs try to attack the hive, they can remove their stingers just fine. It's all down to the amount of fiber in the animal's skin that causes the stinger to lodge. Those barbed lancets are designed to dig in as deep as possible. When it comes to an animal's fibrous skin, there's no removing that stinger without ripping it out. So those poor honeybees have no idea when they sting us, will kill them. But back to us humans. What impact does a bee sting really have on our skin? Well, bee stings inject a venomous toxin called melatonin, which gives the sting its painful effect. And if you're allergic to bee stings, it's melatonin that you're allergic to. The toxin causes redness and swelling at the site of the attack, and there's bee venom dissolved in water that's able to spread around the human body in the heat. If you weren't aware, 60% of the human body is water, so there's a lot of spreading to be done. Now, if you are ever stung by a honeybee, you must remove the stinger immediately, alongside those muscles and nerves, the pulsating stacks of melanin the honeybee leaves behind continue to pump venom into the skin until they're removed. But you better keep them out as soon as possible. The longer it's in there, the more melatonin is injected, and itchier and more swollen the area will get. As this poor guy found out, and the bee stung his tongue. Good. I'm reaching for the ice, thinking about it. Sounds painful. But you know what literally can't hurt? Hitting those like and subscribe buttons down below. All done? Great. Now, we've seen how honeybees move. How do they decide to sting? And how do they deal with butt-dwelling parasites like this? Well, stick with me to find out. Stingless bees. Now, to anyone terrified of bees, what I'm about to say might sound like a joke. A lot of bees are actually unable to sting.
Literally, dog water, bro. He's spraying with his dog water.
Simply cannot sting. In fact, the Andrenidae are an entire family of bees whose stingers are so drastically reduced they couldn't sting you if they wanted to. There's also another group of bees called the Mellibones, also known as stingless bees. These tend to be found in subtropical regions like Australia, Africa, Southeast Asia, and parts of Brazil and Mexico. In fact, most bees in Central and South America are stingless. So if you really, really hate bee stings, now you know where to head on vacation. So without a usable stinger, how do stingless bees defend themselves? Well, like many other insects, they bite instead. However, just like their stinging cousins, these bees use their bite to cling on to their enemy to the death, either theirs or the enemy. So they're just as self-sacrificial as those bees with stingers. On second thought, I take back what I said about ideal vacation destinations. Nowhere is safe. Like regular bees, stingless hives have been known to consist of anywhere between 3,000 to 80,000 workers. That being said, only a small number of stingless bee species are fishing up honey. But that doesn't mean we haven't found use for them. Because of their relatively harmless nature, many people, especially in Brazil, choose to keep stingless bees as pets. So if you're looking for a pet but don't fancy any of the traditional options, a stingless bee colony might be what you're looking for. It won't require walking, you wouldn't have to
Power Wash Dish Spray. Spray, wipe, rinse. Dawn Power Wash.
If somebody wrongs you, they say, don't get mad, get even. But for people who are as calculating as they are creative, they do get mad, and then they get even. From unleashing hordes of bugs on a bullying brother, to some of the most hilarious paybacks against cheating partners you'll ever hear about, it's time to laugh at even more passive-aggressive ways that people got revenge. The real Blue's Clues. Neighbors can make your home life a dream or a nightmare. But let's just say Be Amazed viewer Angel Help 777 has some pretty trashy neighbors. Every garbage day, they let their Labrador run into Angel Help's yard, rip all of his trash bags open, and litter the crappy contents everywhere. No matter how many times he asked them to keep their dog under control, they never listened. But one day, he finally decided enough was enough, and came up with a plan to stop this month's mess for good. Because he worked for a printing company, he had access to a big can of sticky, slow-drying blue ink, trying to make a real mess. He then bought and ate a box of KFC chicken before tying the leftover chicken bones to the bottom of the box. Perfect bait for any hungry starts spamming the comments. It was a soy-based, non-poisonous ink, so completely harmless to the dog, but very, very hard to get off anything it touched. After putting the box inside one of his trash bags, Angel Help left it on the curb with the rest, and the trap was set. When he went out the next day, The trash bag had, unsurprisingly, been torn open. But this time, a trail of blue